Today, we embark on a journey to explore the true nature of scientific thinking and its role in the ongoing debate between science and religion. As we delve into this discussion, we aim to address a critical question. What are the essential characteristics of scientific thinking that allow us to determine whether science can prove or disprove something, particularly the existence of God? By clarifying these characteristics, we can discern who truly embodies the spirit of a scientist and who does not. The importance of defining science. Before we engage in the science-religion conflict, it is crucial to understand what we mean by science. Many often throw around the term scientific to dismiss arguments or beliefs, claiming they lack scientific evidence. However, to make such assertions, we must first define the boundaries of science itself. Science, in the context of this discussion, refers to the natural and experimental sciences, grounded in empirical evidence and reasoned experimentation. But is there a universally accepted definition of science? The answer is no. Dr. Fawad Zakaria, a specialist in scientific methodologies, offers a profound insight into the nature of scientific thinking in his book, Scientific Thinking, part of the World of Knowledge series. He argues that scientific thinking is not merely the accumulation of facts or the knowledge of research methods. Rather, it is a way of approaching matters that fundamentally relies on reason and convincing evidence, whether through experimentation or logical proof. 5 key characteristics of scientific thinking. To truly understand what makes someone a scientist, we must explore the 5 key characteristics of scientific thinking as outlined by Dr. Zakaria. Relativity of scientific truth. Scientific truth is always relative and not absolute. Scientists are constantly in pursuit of truth, but they recognize that absolute truth is elusive. This does not imply that truth is unattainable. Rather, it means that our understanding of it is ever evolving. No scientist can claim to possess the final, absolute truth. Science is a dynamic field where knowledge is continually refined and updated. Fluidity of scientific knowledge. Science is not static, it is alive and ever-changing. The moment science becomes fixed, it ceases to grow. True science is characterized by its ability to adapt, evolve, and improve over time. Stability in science is not a sign of perfection, but a sign of stagnation. Therefore, the hallmark of scientific thinking is its openness to change and its pursuit of continuous progress. Interdependence of science and philosophy. One of the most critical aspects of modern scientific thinking is the interplay between scientific inquiry and philosophical reasoning. Science often begins with experimentation and observation, but as theories develop, they require rational deduction and philosophical interpretation. The separation of science and philosophy has hindered the advancement of both fields. True scientific thinking recognizes that empirical evidence and philosophical reasoning are intertwined and must be integrated to achieve a complete understanding. Certainty and relativity. Scientific certainty is not the same as absolute certainty. While scientific truths are based on convincing evidence, they are not immune to change. Certainty in science is relative, contingent upon the evidence available at a given time. This does not mean that scientific truths are doubtful. Rather, they are subject to refinement as new evidence emerges. Relativity in science does not negate certainty, but rather underscores the continuous nature of scientific inquiry. Creativity and information. Overload. Modern psychological studies have shown that an inverse relationship exists between the amount of information a person holds and their ability to innovate. When the mind is overloaded with information, creativity and the ability to think critically are stifled. Modern education systems especially in the West, focus on developing the capacity to think and reason rather than simply memorizing facts. This emphasis on critical thinking aligns with the Quranic encouragement to ponder and reflect rather than merely accumulating knowledge. The implications for the science-religion debate. Understanding these characteristics of scientific thinking allows us to approach the science-religion debate with clarity. The question of whether science can prove or disprove the existence of God cannot be answered without first acknowledging the nature and limitations of science. Science, as we have defined it, deals with natural phenomena that are repeatable and governed by laws. However, the existence of God, by definition, lies beyond the natural world, and therefore falls outside the purview of scientific inquiry. Moreover, the interplay between science and philosophy is essential when discussing matters of existence, purpose, and meaning, areas where religion traditionally provides answers. By integrating scientific evidence with philosophical reasoning, we can approach the question of God's existence in a more holistic manner, recognizing that science and religion address different aspects of human experience.